Hi there, it's Elaine here, and we're back again to do a video. Today I thought I would bring you along while I make it's kind of an ephemera folder, but I've used an old book cover. I'm using an old book cover. It's going to be a no-sew, so it's got nice elastics in it. This particular book cover, obviously called Cottage Flowers, was quite a thin spine, so I've put a new spine in it, and then I've covered it with bits of paper, with a fancy duct tape that I have. I really like this duct tape because I like this type of Baroque kind of pattern. And it's got elastics. It's got 4 elastics, and basically you just wind it round and round and round. I'm not going to show you that part because there's loads and loads of people that have done no-sew journals generally, or sort of ephemera folders or whatever. I will put a link to Nina's video because she's just done a new one as well recently. And she does one every year for her usual scraps folder. Mine is going to be holding kind of papers that are really bulky, and I just want to slip them in under there, a bit like a flow journal, I suppose. So that's the idea behind this. And what I'm going to do is we're going to do a cover today. I'm going to decorate the cover, and I want to cover up these awful green insides because it's such a horrible colour. I hate green, and I hate that green especially. So that's going. I know you're probably all screaming, going, "Oh, I love green! I love green!" I hate green. Sorry, I'm a red girl, and my phone proves it. So here's a few of the bits and pieces that I might stick in there. They're kind of tissues. This is Your Creative Studio, what she wraps the things in. I've got some gold spotty stuff. I've used that in collages. So this is what I would call some collage fodder, really. Bits of brown envelopes or bags, part of bags I think they are. So they can go in. I might have to make a small pocket kind of, so that I can put some smaller stuff in, like these. They're not really big enough to put in there, but I'd like them in there so that I've got them if I need them. More tissue paper, that's just plain stuff that's come out of something. More envelopes. I've got this lovely, sorry for the rustling, lovely brown with big spots on it, which I absolutely love. I've got that in some kind of box of some sort, I think. More of the gold spotty. I've got this kind of lovely gold flecked, it's kind of like a mulberry paper, rice paper type thing. Tissue. This is some Amazon packaging. I've got loads of that. I haven't brought it all up, but I will load the folder up. Doily. I've got a pile of doilies, so I might put some more doilies in. I've got tissue that the lovely Corey wraps her when she sends me stuff, when I've ordered things from her. Corey of cocos.cornucopia on Instagram. She wraps, I think she must print these because they're like invoices or something of that nature, and she prints them out onto tissue, just this nice lovely tissue. And so I do like, I've used that a little bit in some of my collages, so I'd like to put some of that in it. These are all good for stamping on and things like that. They're just different tissues really. Got some nice I've got other tissues that I'll probably add. I mean, from my last video, you saw me get my folder out. I should probably take some stuff out of that and put it in here. More Amazon wrapping, envelopes. And then I've got a couple of drop papers that I keep up here that could go in. Might need to add some more to that yet, but I can also use them as collage fodder. So it's basically anything that I might use as collage papers. This paper, I've got a huge reel of this paper. It's actually for the pattern making industry, for making clothes, the fashion industry. They use it. It's a cross and dot. Sometimes it comes plain. I bought this as a reel. My friend Diane, hi Diane, if you're watching this, I don't know whether she does or not. She and I met on our stained glass course. She'd been doing stained glass for a couple of years before me, and she was there. I was a beginner, and she was there just basically using the facilities and enjoying the company of people making, you know, stained glass. So we met and we become friends, and we've been friends now for, oh, how old is my daughter? My daughter's coming up to 25 this year, and I think she was about 18 months, 2 years. She might have been younger than that, actually. She was a baby. She's babyish. And I went on this evening class course and met my friend Diane, and we become friends. She used to live in Luton. She now lives in Clapton. Just recently got married, and I am making a journal. I am doing it, Diane. I've been waiting for some papers to come because I need to use them in her journal. And they were new Stamperia papers that I needed and to finish her journal off. She's been waiting a very long time for my journal because it's had 3 reincarnations and it's still not done. But I promised her, probably back in January near her birthday, because her birthday's a week before mine, I said to her, I am doing it, I'm going to finish it. I've got a new cover for it. I've completely revamped it about 3 times. I just didn't like the cover, and once it's done I will give you a flip through. But she put me onto this paper, and what we used to do is use it for our patterns for making stained glass windows and whatever you're going to do for stained glass. So I do have a very large reel of it because it comes on this massive, I don't know, 5 metre roll or 10 metre roll or whatever. So I've got loads and loads of this paper. So if you get any in your Happy Mails, peoples, that's why I've got tons of the stuff. And so it's plain on the back, and it's quite sturdy paper. It's thin, but it's really quite strong. And I've used it, I use it for drop sheets and stuff like that. So some of that might make its way into this folder. And I've got loads and loads of Amazon packing, and I've got some brown, I've got brown paper on a roll that I shall probably put in there. It's all over the place. I think this is a drop sheet. Yeah, it's another drop sheet that I keep up here just to make it easy for clean up. And also, you know, the drop sheets can be really useful in your collage work. I might actually add some more to this. You can see the perforations they put in it. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today. We're going to decorate the cover. If I do the insides, I've got to figure out what I want in there yet. I haven't quite decided whether I'm just going to collage it with all sorts of different stuff. And this particular duct tape, it does leave a horrible sticky edge to it, so I want to be going over the edge. there. I might even put some lace down it or something like that, because I kind of want to keep the title, because I like the title. I don't mind the brown too much. I'm not a brown hater. Like people say, they call it mud. Well, what is vintage if it's not brown? So yeah, I might collage in there, and I'm going to put some kind of collage probably on the front. I might also have some wallpapers. I just couldn't bring everything up with me because, you know, I just need to be able to put it in as and when I find what I want in here. But I'm not going to actually load it up until after we've decorated it. So let's get on and decorate it. Right, so I've found a piece or a page that actually came out of the Cottage Flowers book, and what it is that they have pictures of the flowers in colour, and then they show part of the actual cottage as a line drawing, which I really love. This is why I love the book. And what I thought I'd do is I wanted to put one on the front, so I'll kind of basically cut it out. It's, you know, it is what it is. I'm not a fantastic fussy cutter, but it was quite a difficult thing to cut around, really, because you don't want to lose the lines, and I obviously wanted to cut around the flowers, but I also want it to stand out on the cover. Now, I can't keep the Cottage Flowers bit. I found a nice birdie that matches the flowers, and I thought we might put a bunny on because he's quite cute. And I'm just going to keep it fairly simple because I do think I'm going to put some lace down the side here, and I've forgotten to bring my lace up with me, which I'll have to go and get in a little bit. But we can glue this bit on. I can kind of leave the bunny off because I'd like the bunny maybe over the top of the lace. I don't know yet. And what I thought was I'll cover the flowers up. I've got cottage, but I've actually, from the inside cover, I've cut out flowers. So we still have got the cover. I'm going to have him sitting on top of cottage like that somehow. I'm going to put the flowers sort of further down, really, like that. So I thought it was a bit different, really. The only thing, I could have covered up the cottage and done it that way, but I quite like the gold. It's a shame I couldn't keep the flowers. I would have had to cut out lots of, and I don't have any more that I haven't used or are on pages that I actually don't want to use because I want to use them as whole pages, basically. So I thought I would just, you know, I quite like the colour. The colour went well with the brown, and I'm quite happy doing that, really. What I'd like to do is we'll stick that down, which I won't bore you with, and then I'll come back and we'll decorate the inside cover with kind of collage, just all sorts of, a bit like a masterboard, but on the inside of the cover, really. That's what I intend to do. So I'm going to stick those down and I'll be right back. They're all stuck down now, and I've moved the rabbit over a little bit because some of the laces that I found are a bit wider than others, and I thought we would go through some of these and sort of give them a bit of auditioning. That one's quite pretty, isn't it? My mum gave me that one. I've got a feeling that was the lace around my wedding dress, actually. And this one she gave me too, which I thought was rather nice because it's got like a ribbon running through there. Oh, I quite like that. I don't mind going right over the edge so that you don't see much of this edge of the tape, because actually it is a bit crooked. I didn't do it very straight. Story of my life, I very rarely get anything straight. because here I am. So I think I quite like that one, but I'm not completely sure. I do have this Bordeaux Anglaise, but I can cut off the edge, but it's a bit see-through, so I don't think we'll go with that one. You can see this through it. I'll roll that up a bit. I think this one is too wide, plus it's very see-through. I don't think I want to sort of see through it that much, but I do like this. I think it's one I bought in Action when I was in Holland, and it comes on these, that's the length of it, and this is a full one. I've used obviously some of this, and that one's double-sided, which I've used on a book spine, I think. This one's rather thin and rather boring, but I kind of like this one. But I do want to check these ones because my friend Enika got me these, but again they're a little bit thin, so I don't think I do want that one. So at the moment I think we'll either go with this one, which I like the ribbon in it. Oh, I was going to show you black, wasn't I? Because this is black, but I've got a feeling it's a bit too heavy. I'm not sure if I like that. It's a bit, makes it a bit lopsided, bit one-sided, and detracts from that a little bit. So I don't think we'll go with the black, not on this occasion. If there was more black in here, then I probably would have done, but there's not an awful lot. It's only the birdie that's kind of, well, he's a dark green really. So I'm kind of swaying between this one and this one. So what do you think? Can you help me here? I think I like this one. This covers up the edge, but you can still see the cover through to kind of tie them together. Yeah, shall we go with that one? I quite like that one. I don't know whether I'll put it on the back, and I think I will let it hang over, so we'll chop it off. I've got my fabric scissors up here. No, I don't think I have now. It's up there. So we'll just have to chop it with these. So I'm going to have that little tassely bit hanging over, so I'm going to do the same this end, like that. So yes, here we are. I'll put them away in a minute. And we're going to fray this end up a bit. It's like a crochet, I think, kind of a crochet looking. And then they've run ribbon along here, which I think is rather nice. As I say, my mum gave me that one. So I think we'll have it hanging over like that, because I like that sort of thing. Right, I think my art glitter glue will stick it. I don't have any Fabri-Tac or anything up here. It's in the house. So I think, well, I mean, it basically glues everything down I want it to normally. So I'm going to run it along the ribbon in little patches like this. We don't need the end bits doing too much. And I think that will do it. Hopefully it'll stick, because I think most of it is actually on the cover itself rather than the tape. Move you over a little bit. because you're showing it as being crooked now. Here we are. We'll let that go off. And my glue's got going now. So I recorded the first part of this video a number of weeks ago. That's why I had a jumper on. And it's now Easter weekend, and I've had so many problems with my phones and being able to edit. Now I've kept the front of this video and just carried on, so you know there are a number of weeks from the intro part to this bit I'm doing today, and it's been a bit of a stressful time because I've not been able to record. I've had to contact my editing software people, which is KineMaster. That's who I use. I have a premium account because I pay monthly to be able to not have any logos on my videos. I recorded a video on my new phone. This is my old phone, because the issues on my old phone were causing problems, but I think I've resolved that now. Most of that was Google have now only limited you to a certain amount of storage space, because my phone's Android, it's not an iPhone. And what happens is the videos take up obviously a lot of storage space for each individual video, and my Google account had suddenly filled up, my photos account, and so I was struggling to upload a video. Once I'd edited it, I have to download it back onto my phone. So that's why I bought a new one with bigger storage, and this one I've emptied out as much as I can, but I've only got a limited amount of storage space to transfer the full edited version back to my phone before I can upload it onto YouTube. I can't edit directly to YouTube from the app, which is quite annoying. But I use this app particularly because when you record on your phone, sometimes it records this way. And obviously I'm actually recording it this way, and it's all about the rotation of the phone. I think that's what does it. The KineMaster app is very easy to rotate the video before I edit it, so I like using KineMaster. It's really easy to use, but I've now got an issue that KineMaster's trying to solve, that I can't get access to my videos that I've recorded on my new phone to upload it into the app. So it's been quite a headache. They're still trying to resolve it. They thought they'd fixed it already, and obviously there are some issues. I personally think that my new phone's camera is quite high resolution and what have you, singing or dancing type of thing, and the app can't cope with it because the size of the video for the same size of video on this phone is at least double the storage capacity it needs. So say a 20-minute video would take up I don't know, maybe a gig, 2 gig. The same on my other phone is probably double that. So I think that's most of the issue really. I have now been able to empty out my Google Photos and made quite a lot of storage space, I hope, by deleting all my old videos that were backed up in there. I didn't realise how much I nearly freed up 10 gig actually, so I've got loads of room. This phone is generally, sorry, I've made it wobble. This phone's a little bit emptier now. I'm kind of hopefully not going to have the same issues of transferring it. I can edit on my new phone if I've recorded it on this phone, so I have got that option now that I can transfer it into Google Photos and then download it onto my new phone to edit it. So we'll see how that goes really, but I'm quite happy that I've been able to empty out my Google Photos, and so hopefully I won't have so much trouble with this phone. So I think that's dry enough now to be able to do the inside. Thought I'd give you a little bit of a rundown on why I haven't made any videos lately. I haven't been able to do the April collage challenge that Lee and Julie, the Australian ladies that set it up and hosting it, I haven't done one yet. I don't know whether I will actually do the April one now, because obviously we're halfway through April, and I will most likely be able to do May's, I would imagine, because I've now got a couple of weeks to sort of set that one up. But that's not to say I won't still do it. I don't know yet. I've resolved what I can resolve, and hopefully I'll be able to video, because it's lovely weather we're having at the moment. Sun's out, it's not raining, it's not as cold. It has cooled down a bit today, but as you can see, I'm bare armed. It's been a lovely Easter weekend here. So I think what we'll do now, I'll clear away the lace and we'll collage the inside covers. And then I can use my folder, my ephemera folder, and fill it up with collage fodder, which is what I want to use it for. So let's get cracking with some collaging the inside covers. I'll be right back. Right then, what have I done? I am going to do the back first. I've got a few patterny type of offcuts here. I've been raiding my boxes, my various stuff. Now I've got a load of plainer type of, book text and what have you in this pile, and we'll just glue stuff down. And I suppose really I could have chatted while I was doing that, couldn't I, to you about my intro and stuff, but there we go, never mind. So I basically want to make sure I'm covering up the green, which I'm not over there. Let's move it up a little bit. I don't care if it goes over the edge, I can always trim that off if I want to. I'm all for scruffy and just generally, kind of, we could do, neat corners as well, which I might do. Not quite sure if I really need my glue book, because I could glue straight onto here, because I'm going to be gluing everything down anyway. Let's plonk that down. I say, as long as I cover up the green, I don't care what's here. And I'm going to kind of treat it a little bit like a glue book, a masterboard really, and just, pop down anything that jumps out at me. Right, I've got all sorts of bits and pieces in here. I've got some music paper. We could put that one down there, couldn't we? There's nothing on that side. Let's do this one. I'll take the bottom off that one. I'll put that down there. Oops, that's gone a bit thin, hasn't it? Oh dear. Didn't do that very well, did I? So we'll pop that one on there. And we can have a little chat. I have made a new journal, which I will show some of it in my next video, but this was what I actually had originally decided. I thought, right, I'll give it a go and record it on my new phone. And I'd done the cover on a video. I'd also shown you how to make some papers, which I think I can redo that one. I can't redo the cover because it's all stuck down and finished. So I think what I'm going to do is possibly record another video. Actually, I might put that there. I've stamped on it at some point. I think it was when I was doing Margaret Miller last year. From Margaret Miller. So we'll take that bit off. And I think what I'll do is I'll have it up here like this. I think, let's see, yeah, because it's a good shape, it sort of goes around that bend a little bit, so we'll try and put it so that it doesn't need to, oh, a bit too high now, aren't I? So I'm missing doing my journal alongs, which is what I obviously do in my journal, and we chat and you can craft along with me. So any of my new viewers, if you don't know what they are, I do them. So I've got a new journal that I'm working on. I'm trying to get it set up. What I want to know is, do you feel like you would like me to sew it in? It's a big journal, and actually, let me just, oh no, it's buried. It's kind of an A4 size. It's slightly bigger than this, but it's basically similar sort of size. And because of how tall it is, it'll probably be 5 holes that I'll sew it in with, because I tend to do different size papers, so the actual, maybe I could go that way. I think it is written that way on this one. This is from Thailand. I might put that at the bottom there like that. I think I'll just take that little edge off so it's not straight. Right, I need to cover it there like that. We'll do this one on my glue book, because it's quite a small piece. So I want to make sure covering the green up, so it doesn't matter how far over I go, but as long as it's covered over like that. There we are. I've covered the inside page, inside with, I've done it with cardstock, and I've collaged the front similar to what I've done on here, but I really enjoyed doing it. It came out really well. I was really pleased with it, and then I just couldn't get it to download into the app to be able to edit it, and so I've actually had to scrap it. You know, it's taken me weeks to decide it's going to have to go. I've got no chance of doing it. I don't know how long it will take them to sort the problem out with the app, but it's not happening at the moment, so I've just got to move on, because it's holding me up making my journal, and I don't want to hold up making my journal any longer. So I'm going to probably make that a little bit of a small piece like that. I'm not worried about that little bit. Let's put it over here. I'm a bit of a sloppy... Oh, let's rub that down actually. I should probably put that in my box. I haven't got it on here because it was taking up too much room. Right, I mean it's quite quick to do and it's quite a therapeutic-y type. Oh, that didn't go too well, did it? I don't want a good edge on that side, so I'm not sure if I want that bit yet. Let's find a very... This is another... I've got quite a lot of Dutch because I've got some Dutch books that I use as a... No, it is a journal. Yeah, I was thinking it's a glue book, but I don't know, I can't remember now. It's the little children ones that I bought off of Maud. The lovely Maud, and it's so lovely. I'm going to put these bits up in my top basket up there, so sorry about the reaching over. That one's not worth saving, I don't think. So I'm going to go, I kind of don't want to cover up that really. Actually, no, maybe not. Let's go down the bottom. Ooh, doesn't quite fit. So we'll take that little bit off there and we'll put it here, and then I can fill that bit in there like that. So we will do this bit on here. I'm not worried about it going over that bit. So those little bits can go up there. Let's see if we can find a nice flowery bit. How about that? Maybe not that one. What about... what about me? Butterfly. Shall we have some butterflies? That'd be nice, won't it? I need to get rid of that edge. I don't think I've got any more straight edges, but that'll do. Should we put that in there or there? I think we'll have it here, shall we? Filling in that bit. I think that's a ripped edge off of the ruler, so we'll stick this down here. So I found out a bit that I was having trouble with my art glitter glue, and I was watching Nina the other day, Nina Ribena, and she was talking about glues, and she uses art glitter glue as well. But she was saying that in the winter, the company that make art glitter glue don't ship it out because it doesn't travel very well. Because it's up here, it's really cold up here, obviously in the winter, and dampness and what have you. It's not the damp, it's the cold. And I was having a lot of trouble with it, and it was all sort of coming out the top and just being a pain, and I couldn't get it going. I had to take the lid off, took the spout and everything off, and the metal bit. I had to keep cleaning it out for it to get it going again, and it was really annoying me, to be honest. And she said, well, they don't ship it during the winter, and I thought, I did have a look to buy some. I have got one spare bottle, but I use the bottle it comes in. I quite like the largeness because of my hands. A large bottle doesn't need as much pressure to get it out, because usually it's quite runny, and so normally I don't need to squeeze it much. The pressure of the weight of what's in the bottle tends to help it come out, and I only have to squeeze it a little bit. So I prefer that to using a smaller bottle. Plus I've got really quite large hands. Yeah, that did that. Jolly good. And I have mentioned in other videos that I do have arthritis in my hands. You can see they're all twisting and stuff. And so I'm not going to use that one because there's too much stuff on that page. We'll use that on the front. That was silly, wasn't it? I'm not really paying attention properly because I'm busy chatting to you and thinking about what I'm going to say, but I'm not doing very well at it, am I? So, shall we have a little bit of that? Or maybe I'll put that on the front as well. I do have this pink stuff. I think that's a bit too bright. I think we'll go with some paper. Shall we use this carrot now? I'm going to chop this bit off because this was cut out. I cut the carrots out for my daughter's journal. Sorry, I think I probably hit the mic then. I forget I've got it on. I don't want to lose the carrot. I want to put it there like that. Let's see if I can make it a bit wavier than that line, like I just did with the other one. No, I'm not going to. I'm going to have to do it by hand. So my hands are a little bit better because the weather's warmed up, but I do struggle with things like this because I've got big fingers and I'm a big person generally, so it is a bit of a problem. I'm not doing too well. I don't care about that bit, so let's see about that, shall we? I think we're going to put it in there and then we can piece in little pieces. Doesn't have to be. Maybe I'll put it there. Yeah, we'll put it there. Yes, we will. So I'm hoping I can get some videos done. It's warmer up here. I don't mind being up here. Even if it's slightly wet, at least it's not cold. And obviously the cold is what affects my hands the most. So, well, all of me, because I have arthritis in the hip, my left knee, my back, you know, it's all over the place. So being in the cold is not very good. Right, I just need a little bit for in there, don't I? I did have some smallish pieces, but I think I've put them back. Oh, did I hear a buzz then? When I went and got the lace, I left the door open. I don't know whether I heard a buzz. But this time of year, obviously, the wasps are after finding a new home. And I don't want them making a new home in my workshop. Shall we put that little antelope on there, shall we? Let's just rip that bit off there. This one I can tear down. I think I'm just going to put the antelope on there like that. So I'll take that bit off. You can't see the carrot now. See, I can do them underneath. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? I'll put it underneath. So yes, I'm hoping to get the video done for the journal, but obviously I can't show you the cover anymore of my journal, but I will be able to show you how to do the pages. They're called patchwork pages. They're paper created a bit like this really, but it's an actual page that I'm going to be putting into my journal. So, sorry, reaching again up to my box. Right, so that's that little bit. We've still got the carrot. What we're going to put in here. What have we got? Do we want a bit of that now? I think we do. So let's rip it down that way. And then I kind of want to rip it across there. Oh, that's not bad, is it? Oh, the folders fell off. It slid off. I'm not going to be able to... Yeah, that's all right. Let's just take that, a little bit of that edge off. And yeah, it still fits. Jolly good. And then that back page is done, isn't it? I'm not quite sure whether I will decorate it. I mean, it is literally just a ephemera folder, this one. I also think I'm going to make like a smaller pocket type pouch thing. I haven't worked that one out yet, which is why I'm not going to obviously do it in this video. And if I come up with it, I can film it if you'd like me to. But I want to make a, because they're elastics, it obviously needs to be able to fit under the elastics. But I want it to open so that I can have smaller things in it. So I don't quite know how I'm going to do that yet. I haven't figured that one out. But yeah, that's quite good, isn't it? Let's just take off any excess glue I can feel on the page. And that one's done. So yeah, I don't quite know whether I'll put any more decoration on there. But all I wanted to do is cover the green up mainly. So we'll do the other side now. So we've done that one. You can just about see what I'm doing on this side now. So it's more of a chat really, as well as kind of just doing a bit of gluing. Bit of glue, bit of glue. Right, I'm going to put that up there, I think. Because I don't mind a bit of brown paper. So I can only show you how to do the patchwork papers if you'd like me to. But it is this sort of thing, but you're making a page. But I'm gonna show you the journal, and I can stitch it together, sew it together. Which I think I might do anyway now, because I can't do anything else. And I can show you the cover. But obviously I want to get on and use it. So I need to get it together so I can... The signatures are more or less sorted out. Because I showed you that as well on some of the papers I was going to use and all that sort of stuff. And I've had to scrap the lot. I've had to scrap the lot, which is a bit of a pain. I don't think I want to use that. I could like some... Let's find some... This is the book called The Sanctuary. I always get in a mess like this with paper, but I love it. So I think I want to use some of it's Kruger National Park. Where's my giraffes? My giraffes are down here, so I think I might put that bit on. So let's just take the edge off. That's come up very nice. I'll put that up there. This is already a bit of... Oh, there's some more giraffes here. I'm not sure if I need that bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to... I've got that bit. And then I'm going to go sort of down and around here really. Oh yes, I like that one. So let's just take the bit off the bottom. Oh, not like that, Elaine. Silly woman. Right, and I think we're going to put it down here. Let's just get my, where's my ruler? Buried. I've buried it. I think we'll take that rough edge off because this paper's very kind of, see, look, it literally just crumbles. It's quite old, but probably also bad quality, I don't know. It's quite nice paper actually. I picked this one up when I went to Herefordshire to see my friend Elaine. I've taken too much off that now, haven't I? Let's just go along here. I've got some giraffes here, so yeah, we'll put that one there. It's nice, isn't it? I might leave the top open so that I can put some paper underneath and then stick it down afterwards. So I'm not going to glue the top bit. So yeah, some of the books are quite crumbly paper. I'd like to know whether you actually want to see this part or not. Because the thing is with gluing and making like masterboards and things like that, it's part of the process really. But, you know, if you find it boring, then obviously just stick it on fast forward or something, the video, and you don't have to listen to me gabbling away. I quite like the large letter, the capital letter that begins each sort of new, I don't know if it's just a new, this part is usually a poem or something of that nature. I'm going to save that bit because that's a nice bit of paper. So we're going to put him up here. So yeah, I like the capital letter. Let's put it down here actually, under there. Not that there's a J that's very relevant in my family, but I just like the capitals when they come up. There we are. I might put that in at the top here. We'll go along. It's a bit too... too straight, isn't it? Let's take that one out. And we'll just have it down here in this bottom corner. Alright. Bolt there. I think I should have left that up as well, really. Otherwise I'm going to end up covering up with giraffes. I don't want to do that. Right, now then, I would like some of this. This is a French dictionary page. I like that because it's got a flower on it. So, we'll rip that off. nice speckly paper there. Oh, no, I need to go over the top really, don't I? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, and then we can glue over it. Oh, with something else. Oh, this is really thin. I've just scrunched it up. Yeah. Yeah. Elephants. Oh. Right, I've got glue everywhere on this one. So let's just rub it down. Take the glue off, hopefully, at the same time. Trouble is with this cloth, I've got all sorts of stuff on it. Some of it's glue, obviously, but some of it is actually ink from when I've inked edges and then done this. Let's put that up there. Right, I'm getting in a right mess as usual. I don't want that buried under there. Let's find something to go. Ah, there's some Chinese paper. It's the top. Yes. We'll stick that there. We'll take that one off. And we'll leave that blank bit. It's quite nice having a blank bit sometimes. I don't want to cover up the flower too much. So we'll put that right near the top. Right. Where's it gone? Where are you? So yeah, it's a bit like creating a masterboard really in a book, but on the cover. And as I say, I don't quite know whether I will. Maybe I'll go that way a bit so it doesn't look so odd there. Oh dear, that's me folder gone down a bit further. It slid off the top. There's lots of things I need to take care of in here. Now that the weather's improving, and I might be able to get some of it done. We haven't got any music paper yet, have we? I do like to see the treble clefs. Yeah, we'll put him under there. We'll put him under there like that, and then we can glue that top bit down, because it'll be okay. I'll probably regret it because there's a little bit here that needs doing, so we'll see how that goes. You can see the ribbon poking out at the bottom and at the top. Right, now I've got that patch and this patch to do. What shall we do? Here's some marine engineers. Reed's Electrotechnology for Marine Engineers book. I love it because it's got lots of equations and graphs and all sorts of mathematical pages in it. So it's quite good fun to use. I love it. I like mathematical equation looking paper. Level up you. Get up here. Get up there. Do as you're told. Alright, I'm just doing this bottom half now. Sorry, I had to go and get my washing in. My daughter came and said she thought she could smell smoke. And it was timing. It was starting to go dark. It is actually dark now. I took the chance of getting a jumper and, you know, comfort break and everything. So I've been going a bit too long really, I suppose. So maybe I can work out getting this bit in here, because it belongs to that. I think it's right down there. It's the wrong shape. It's the wrong shape. There we go. And then I need to take that bit off straight, I think. That solved the problem, didn't it? Yeah. Now I'm being picky now. But this is the problem when you get something and you think, I'm not covering up my giraffes. I don't want my giraffes covered up. So we could go that way a little bit, and no, down there, because I'm only just covering up the green at the moment, and you can still see my giraffes. How's that? That'll do. I think I might stick it down in situ, as I've got it in the right place from where I want it, and then I'll flip that bit up to glue the rest down underneath the pink bit, and then I can glue the pink bit over the top. There we are, done. I think that needs a bit of glue on that bit. There, green's gone, but there we are. And I might put some stickers on just to kind of break up the corners a bit and give it a bit more variety. I could even stamp, I suppose. Have I got any stamps up here that I could use? Should we do a bit of stamping? Don't really need that one. These are sort of decorative ones like that. I don't have a lot up here, but they're more background excuse me, more background stamps really, I suppose, than my other stamps in the house. I don't have the room up here to keep them. What's this one? Stamp a bit of that everywhere, couldn't we? Should we do that? Let's get the block out. I'm going to leave it on the backing plastic and just ink it up. Doesn't have to be perfect. Me ink's probably drying out a bit. So, and we'll do one over this side. Just this little bit in the corner, I think. And over here. There we go. That'll do for that one. Don't want that. We could do some of these borders. Well, kind of, not really borders. Them ones are more corners and stuff like that. This one here is quite nice. Excuse the rustling. I don't know whether I've used this one. No, I don't think I have. I have not used it before. Put that over there. Why not just do a bit of stamping to decorate it up a little bit more? do it up in this corner. Ooh, that's nice, isn't it? Hope you can see it. That's that one. Do like a bit of stamping. Oh, stuck to that bit as well. No, no, no. How about this one? Let's ink that one up. Bit of random stamping. I haven't used these, so I don't know how well they'll come out. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? I like that. I should stamp more often, shouldn't I, really? I should. Put that one back. What about this one? I think I might have used this one. Yeah, I've used this one. Well, I've used that one before. Could do a frame as well, maybe. Where should we put that one? Makes it kind of go across some of these, isn't it? It looks quite nice. I think I'll do another one of them. I like that. Let's do it here like this, shall we? Oh, now. That wasn't very clever, was it? Oh well. It's only a little tiny bit. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. I'll say I might actually put some stickers on. But I haven't brought my sticker books up with me. I think I got these from AliExpress. It's probably the last thing I bought on AliExpress. I don't buy from there anymore because I've had a couple of incidents where I've not received it. And rather than give me my money back, they just sent it again. And I still never got it. I think it was some some wax stuff. And yeah, I wasn't too impressed with AliExpress. Mr. Giraffe's inside a frame now. That's a bit splodgy, isn't it? I think it's this paper, maybe. So, that'll do. I don't want any more. I don't think that was a bit smudgy. Wasn't too impressed with that. Probably user error, but you know. I'm just plonking it down, having some fun. Oh, this one's quite nice though. Where can I put this one? Right, let's put it on straight, otherwise I'm going to put it on the page crooked probably. That's better. When they're new, I tend to wipe my hands over them because they're quite sticky. It just takes some of it off, but it doesn't always work. But I do that for quickness. Sometimes it's just as well to kind of wipe it down with a thingy bob. I've got one over here, have I? It's quite a nice decorative pattern on the top of that one. I've crossed them over, which is a bit stupid. Shilly woman. Shilly woman. Didn't work anyway. Right, we'll give that idea up because I'm not really feeling it. Right, so I'll put them away in a minute. That'll do for now. I can always add to it and just generally put some stickers on or whatever. Doesn't all have to be done today. But there we are, had a little play with some stamps. I can still just about see my giraffes. I didn't realise I was getting that close to them. Could have chopped their heads off with a black line through them. after all that effort. Right, I think we are done. So all I have to do now, we'll let them dry for a little bit, is put the stuff in it. So I'm going to do that off camera and then I'll show you. So I'll be back in a minute. Right, so I've loaded it up with a bits and pieces. I don't know whether I want that silver one in there. So I've just put, mostly it's full of tissue because this one, which is a little bit big really. So I'll be able to just pull out anything here that's that I like the look of. I need a bit more variety. There's some smaller pieces in that one that I'm not quite sure whether they're going to stay there very easily. We'll see. But as you can see, half of it hangs out the side of the bottom and what have you. So it's got a bit in there to start off with. And that's what it looks like, a bit of a mess. And that's why I didn't want to be too particular about it, because there's still more I can put in. I mean, you know, I can get right up to here filled. I've put it on 3 elastics. I've still got a 3 elastic there. So there's still lots of things that I want to put in here. I might put some gel prints or some, you know, kind of drop papers and things that I can put in. So yeah, I might put some drop papers in and just, I don't have a lot of drop papers because this is plastic, and whenever I work in the house or even on my garden table, I've got different PVC covers, so I don't always have a lot of drop papers. But I do have, when I've been gel printing, I, you know, do have papers from obviously gel prints and stuff like that. So I'll see what else I can put in here, but that's it for now. So there's my cover, and my inside covers are now covered up with just a bit of collaging, and I might put some stickers on just to break it up a little bit more. As I say, I made a bit of a mess there, which was a bit annoying, but there we are. So that's that one. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd already done my cutting out, and I just thought I'd have a little bit of a chat more than anything, because obviously there's been quite a lot going on. So there'll be some more videos coming now. Hopefully I've solved some of the problems. It could be a bit slow, but I should be able to get something done. So keep well, stay safe. I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you would like to see more of my videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and please give me a thumbs up. It all helps me to grow on YouTube, and I must admit, I probably, you know, I'm not a constant video maker because I do have other things that I have to do. I look after my mum and what have you, and it just, I can't always get up here to do it constantly because of the weather. But the summer's coming, and I do end up making more videos. Hopefully because of that I can get more done. But I've still got this room to revamp, whatever, and so, you know, I can't always, I'm not always going to be able to video because my room will be in a mess while I sort things out. So I'll see you next time, hopefully, and I will say bye for now.